Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Billy, and I hope you are enjoying your Friday because I'm at the end of my Friday. We have a lot of people hanging out, watching behind us, of course. You know that always happens. Chatting with you. Thanks for joining. Thanks for popping in. It is Friday, and I have a couple things that are on my mind. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Billy Keels, and I like to get out here and hang out and talk to you and really help people that are mostly multinational professionals, somebody who's in the IT sector or telco or healthcare, and I like to help them get more control over kind of their financial plans and goals. And I do it in a way that's probably not like most that you know, or at least in the way that you're probably not thinking of, so that you can even check out the music there in the background. Bam, bam, bam. And listen, I actually wanted to just chat with you here for a few minutes because I had a couple things on my mind, and also I'm going to be having dinner with the family. So I just thought I would say hey really quickly. So one of the things that before we even get started in this quick little chat, because there's things that I was reminded of today when I was interviewed just a little bit ago. Another podcast is going to be coming out for really good, a power couple, I'd call them. If you haven't had a chance to check out Real Life, Real Equity, you should probably be doing that. With Justin and Keisha, they're really out there crushing it, bringing lots of value. But anyway, so we had a good conversation today. One of the things that we were chatting about, and it reminded me, because I think most of you know I'm working in a multinational during the day and also building a business, so it's not that big of a secret. And one of the reasons that I get out there to kind of, I guess one of the reasons that probably mostly investors and students come to me is because they are, they're looking to have a bit more control over their lives, financial lives specifically, and although they're out in their day jobs like me, they're out there crushing it and they're doing all the things that they would want to do. They're climbing the ladder, overachieving against their goals. They still feel like there's a little bit of, I guess, uncertainty in their financial future, right? Because even when they're going out and they're getting their goals, a lot of the things that they're doing on the side, from an investment perspective, well, they don't really have that much control over it. So it makes them feel a little bit vulnerable, kind of exposed. And yeah, that's one of the things that I like to at least share with people, share my experience, so they can have more control, more predictability about things that are going on in their personal life in the same way that they do in their professional life, especially a lot of us sales people. High value, high complex sales arenas is kind of one of those things. So, but anyway, because we're working in the multinational, and for those of us that work in the multinational, there's things that happen all the time. And then when we are either building our own businesses or working with others who have their own business, there's kind of this, I just wanted to go back like to some basic stuff, which is either the business that you're building or the business that you are considering investing with or in, does it have these kind of core 4 elements? And it's one of the things that during the day I see all the time. And as I continue to build and work along and build our business, my business, there's kind of like an overarching philosophy, like 4 things that your business, or 4 kind of key areas, is probably a better way I should have described it, 4 key areas that any business has, whether it's you're building your own or you're looking to work with or invest through others. And the first thing is, it's really important to have like this clear idea of what your company wants to go out and do and why it wants to do it. And I usually think of like the CEO or the chairperson of the company. So like there's this whole layer of people that their responsibility is to set the strategy, set the vision, or set the goals and the mission of the company. And a lot of times you talk about that as the executive management layer of your company, right? And so you need to make sure that there's someone that is looking forward in the company. And at the same time, when you have that vision and stuff like that, like you've got to be able to survive as a business, so you have to be able to execute. like in the first part of being able to execute any business, like is in business, it has to make money somehow, right? It has to go out, it has to attract new customers or new citizens or new whoever. That like there has to be some kind of way that like the marketing brings people to you, and then you have to have a sales arm that actually makes sure that the company is generating money. So it's like the whole. I always like to call it, like when I'm playing Cashflow 101, it's like what is the revenue that's coming in, and I relate a lot of it to real estate, right? So you also have revenue that's coming in, and then when the revenue is actually coming in, you have to have someone who is like, I think of it in software perspective. You have salespeople that you have the marketing teams and the sales team that go out and create the revenue and provide for the customers, but you actually have to have somebody who can also like help to generate revenue, but they are more in terms of making sure that what was sold is delivered. So there's like a whole delivery component. Like I think of consultants, consultancy services, post-service sales. They're still making sure that the customer's happy and they're in an area that's continuing to generate revenue for the company, because if they're doing their job properly, they can then fill back into the marketing and sales, right? And that's the kind of the third part, which is delivery, I guess. And then lastly, you need all of the other support functions. So whether that's finance and administration, HR, central services, whatever the case may be, like when you're looking at any company, make sure that it has like those four things. Or when you're working with big companies or you're looking at building your own company, make sure you have there's an area like an executive management level, which really helps to set the vision, looking forward on the company, and making sure that you have, as a second part, something that can attract and sell to customers, which is typically like marketing and a revenue kind of area. Then afterwards, make sure that there's somebody who can actually deliver on those promises that were sold to your customers. So that would be the third area, kind of the delivery component. And then lastly, make sure you have all of the other support functions that will make sure that the customer experience is the right one, right? That is super important. So I guess my kind of the story with that is what I see every single day, right? And when or you may see that in your corporate job. When you're out there in the corporate job, you're seeing the CEO giving the corporate speech and sending the quarterly mails, and then afterwards you have your marketing and get big marketing campaigns, and those can be done at the global level, the regional level, the local level, and all the different languages. But the idea is to attract customers, and then you have your salespeople that are making sure that when you're attracting customers that you can sell, and then afterwards you fulfill on what you actually sold, because that's super important, making sure that your customers or your clients are happy, satisfied, that they become raving fans, and then afterwards you just make sure that you're delivering on that promise. People there taking care of them, support, providing so that they're getting as much value as possible, and then all of the different support functions or departments within the company, or human resources, finance, administration, and the things that I talked about before. So hopefully this has been helpful. I wanted to share that with you, and also wanted to just make sure that if you haven't already left your name, because I completely forgot about that, let me know who you are, where you're from. We've got some super fans out there that continue to come back. I know over the last couple of days, Chevin's been here, and Cheryl's always here, which is great, and Juliet's been here a lot lately. And so thanks everybody. When you're here, let me know you're here and around. Give me a thumbs up or hi, or your flag. I love seeing the flags because we're getting people from all over the place, which is cool, and a lot of people asking questions and direct messaging and all that stuff. So that's always a lot of fun. Anyway, everybody, if you haven't had a chance already, I usually ask, or I've left a link there if you're interested in knowing about how you can do this, increasing your control over your financial life. I'm a guy who's working a multinational during the day and also building, continuing to build and have more control over my first financial life in the evening, investing in cash flowing assets back in the United States. I've written a free ebook, kind of lays out the blueprint, like the clear roadmap. So guess what? You can go pick it up for free. For free. You have to leave your email address. So, and being able to do that, you can go to keeponcashflow.com/roadmap. I want everybody to have a great weekend. I'll probably be around a couple times this weekend, checking in with you. Any questions, comments, concerns, as well as input, feedback, let me know. Leave your comments here in the box. Take care. Hasta la próxima.